This exercise I'm covering with you is the side plank. A few things to be aware of is, I would say, positioning of head, making sure that they're not sagging down, and shoulders and hips, but I'll show you what it looks like, and a couple of different options for you to consider when you're doing a side plank. Having a discussion with one of my fellow mates and PTs, Ryan Edwards, I can't remember who it was, but he was sort of saying with the side plank they changed things a little bit due to a bit of a misinterpretation of positioning. So I would say for the most side plank, we've done it with foot on foot and nice and long through the spine. It's not to say there's anything wrong with this, but maybe from a bit more of a stability point of view, and from what I understand, a bit of a better position. I don't know if it was Dr. Stuart McGill, he's a big spine guy, but anyhow, one foot in front of the other might be a nicer position for you to do this in, okay, rather than foot on foot. So this is not an easy thing to do, and you've got to be careful. So when I do it as well, or when you do it, consider your shoulders. So I like to say pull your shoulders away from your ears a little bit and try and have your elbow underneath your shoulder as well. On top of that, maybe even do a few neck rotations when you're side on, so you know that you're not sort of doing this sort of stuff or poking your head forward, so be nice and long through the spine. So I'll show you again. Elbow underneath shoulder, shoulders away from ears. I'll do foot on foot for now. One arm up. Few neck rotations, nice and long through the spine. How long do you hold it for? Well, that's up to you. 30 seconds to 60. I mean, 60 is pretty long. Is pretty good. Now, some other things to consider. Hopefully in that video, my hip's high enough. And as stated, I'm nice and long through the spine. So I like to think you're just trying to visually, or in your mind, draw a straight line through your body, straight through to your legs. Now, if doing it on your feet is tough, bend the knees and do it on the knees. Now, the only thing, it's not the only thing in this position, but even with your being on your feet, I would say just here, you have to make sure that you drive your hip forward. I see a lot of people doing side plank like so. I reckon it's just a bit better, again, if you think you're nice and long and flat through your body. So your knees are bent, your feet are behind you, but your bum's not sticking back like so. Okay, so that's the side plank. Again, be careful with the shoulder, make sure it's not hiking up around your ear. 30 seconds, maybe 60 on each side. Positioning is imperative, making sure that you're not rolling in, you're not flexed through the spine, just focus on posture as well.